Eliminate these 4 things to supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and today we are going to talk about 4 things, and I can think of a whole lot more, but we're going to start here since we're focusing on relationships this month, to eliminate in order to grow and build your business. Number 1, excuses. Number 2, blame. Number 3, reasons. Number 4, distractions. We're going to talk about what each of these are, why they're a problem for your organization and for your culture, and maybe even for you, like some of them are for me, and what to do about it. And then I'm going to challenge you to reflect and look at your organization today and ask yourself 3 questions, and then answer those 3 questions. You don't have to share the answers, but if you'd like to, that would be awesome. Excuses. Excuses are things that sound like, I was just too tired to call. I was just too tired and exhausted to turn the presentation in on time. I didn't think it was a big deal that I missed the deadline. That's just how I am. I don't know very many workplaces that will allow you anymore to get away with saying that's just how I am. But it does show up in a lot of our personal relationships or our friendships. So how do we go about fixing this? How do we fix excuses? Excuses are the way to get over them and to stop accepting them is by personally demonstrating and being 100% responsible. Take actual unusual ownership, like 100% ownership for any time you make an excuse. We make excuses, we give reasons, we blame other people just to protect ourselves because we don't want to be vulnerable, we don't want to look stupid, or we don't want, somebody to be angry or upset with us. But that actually, these 4 things actually make us less trustworthy, less to be counted on. And that's the last thing we want in our relationships, especially at work when we're trying to build and grow our business. So if you are a founder or owner or leader who makes excuses, I'm going to invite you to take 100% ownership and stop doing that today, not tomorrow, today. Stop making excuses. The next one is blame. We blame things or people or situations, things outside of ourselves, so that we can protect ourselves because we don't want to feel uncomfortable because we failed at something. I didn't turn in the report on time, but it's everybody else's fault because they didn't give me the information so that I could have my weekly report done on time. How many times have we heard that? If you worked in corporate America, you've definitely heard that excuse and blame before. This is somebody else's fault because I didn't do the thing that I said I was going to do, or I didn't meet my deadline. How do we go about fixing that? Well, we pause, we reflect, we think about and ask ourselves, what part did I play in this? If I am blaming the team for us not getting something done, what percentage of that was my fault? If it's 10%, then I need to take 10% responsibility. If it's 50%, I need to take 50% responsibility. It's about owning up to what part of this I could or should have impacted in order to do what we said we were going to do as a team. Reasons sound a little bit more reasonable on the surface, and they feel a little bit more legitimate than excuses, but they still have the ability to block and damage our relationships. And that's because there's still barriers. Reasons are barriers. If they're a beginning point, this is why I did what I did, but this is what I'm going to do to make it right. That's how we fix it. We fix it by saying and acknowledging, all right, this is the reason I made this decision. Obviously, it's played out and it's not the best decision in this situation, but here's how I'm going to fix it. That's called growth and learning, and all of our relationships need us to grow and learn and become a better version of ourselves every day. Distractions. This is a biggie. This has been a biggie for at least it's always, but for the last 2 decades in my life and in probably your life too. Social media, streaming video, streaming things like Netflix or all the other streaming services, news, media, politics, religion, rioting, whatever is going on out in your environment and in your community. There's been a whole lot of distractions depending on where you are in your life cycle. Like, I was a lot more distracted when my kids were young and I was raising my kids than I am now. I still get distracted though, because there's so many things vying for our attention. I mean, we've gone beyond the information age and we're just inundated with stimulus all the time. It's intentional, right? Marketers are everywhere trying to sell us something. And some of the things they're trying to sell us are good for us. Some of the things we're trying to sell are good for the people that we're trying and we're here to serve, but they're not good for everybody. So to everyone else, what we do is a distraction, but to the people that we're here for, it's of value to them, if that makes sense. So I learned when I first came online from the offline brick and mortar world of businesses, how easy it was to get distracted. Now they've got a name for it, shiny object syndrome. I didn't know about that until I came online, but it is really easy to get distracted by all the things that you can do when you're in the online space, in the online world. So how do we fix that? We make a concerted effort to be present. Be where my feet are. I make a concerted effort to be present and be where my feet are and not be multitasking, although I used to think I was a really good multitasker. I think I was maybe deluding myself a little bit, but I did get a lot done. And so we want to make sure that we are present in our relationships and in our communication with other people. If we eliminate these 4 things, I 100% guarantee it will have a positive impact on your business and your culture and how able you are to build relationships within your business so that you can grow and build and supersize your business together. So here's 3 questions I challenge you to ask yourself today. Number 1, where have I been making excuses or blaming others in my relationships? Let's say in your business, where is anywhere that you personally, not anybody else, we're not looking for criticizing other people or looking at their behavior. We're looking internally at ourselves right now. So where have I been making excuses and blaming others in my relationship? I can think of a few things. I blame that I'm busy with my granddaughters and I'm busy with my family sometimes, and it's not an excuse so much as it is a priority for me. So I will always prioritize my family over anything else. And that includes my businesses. Number 2, is there a reason that I've been holding on to that keeps me from reconnecting with somebody? Maybe you've got a great customer or a great supplier that you used to do business with and something happened and you just stopped using them. But now you're like, well, is there a reason? What was the reason we stopped using that supplier? And do we want to maybe look at them again? Because the things that were good about our relationship were better than the few challenges that we had. Sometimes we'll have a problem with somebody and we'll just stop using them. At least in the business world, we do that. At least I do. And then finally, what's one distraction that you can eliminate this week to be more present with someone that you love and care about? And if you love and care about your business, what's one distraction you can eliminate that will make you more available to the people that you're here to serve in your organization? Because as a leader in your organization, you're here to serve all the people, especially those that directly report to you, but any other group that you might engage with or interact with. We've got a huge interconnection of relationships in our businesses. And most of them we take for granted, right? Because they're part of our business structure. And we just assume that those relationships are solid, but a lot of times they're not. We should never assume. But assumptions should be on this list too, maybe. Maybe we should get rid of assumptions. All right. Love to know your take on these 4 things to eliminate from your business. I will be working on this today myself. Excuses, blame, reasons, and distractions. All right. Have an awesome day. If I can help in any way, ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow.